Hey guys, what's up? I want to ask you something. Imagine for a second I'm in this situation. I'm playing hit, and I get a super dash. How can I go into Ghost Oki from that? The only way is to do 2H and call Gotenks in like this. Now, let's say I'm playing cooler, and I get a super dash. How do I go into Ghost Oki from that? Well, unlike Hit's 2H, Cooler's 2H sends vertically, which means you're not going to get the smash property by hitting them back down. So, what I have to do is my beam to get Ghost Oki. But let's say I'm playing a character like Beerus. Beerus has the same problem with his J2H, but he also has this, his dive kick. Moves like this are pretty unique, because even if you've already used your double jump, if you tag out with this move, you get your double jump back. Which means, off of any super dash, even if you use your double jump, Gotenks can get a universal combo anywhere on screen. Certain characters just synergize so much better with Gotenks, because they can go into Ghost Oki so much more easily. If I'm cooler, and I'm in the corner, and I get a super dash, there is basically no way for me to go into Ghost Oki without spending extra resources. I can have to either burn a bar to vanish and get Ghost Oki like that, or maybe a character doesn't send me close enough and requires me to do this, the EX Beyblade. A character like Hit just has problems because he has to cut all of his combos short in order to tag into Ghost Oki. This is mainly just because he doesn't have a special move in the air that he can use to tag into another character. Like how Beerus can tag after his dive kick, or even just he can tag after this orb move. Hit literally has nothing. So if you get a hit with Hit, what do? You can do his auto combo into the command grab and tag into Gotenks like that, or you can do 2H into this and tag into Gotenks like that. And if I am playing Hit, if I get a 2H and super dash afterwards, there is literally no way for me to combo into Ghost Oki. I have no moves to tag with, I can't hit them back to the ground, and you can argue with this if you want. In my opinion, the biggest part of playing Gotenks is that you should be getting Ghost Oki off of almost every hit you make. If you have an opportunity to go into Ghost Oki, you should, because it's so powerful and benefits your whole team. It would be great to go into Ghost Oki after this, but you have to basically assume that this is gonna hit, because if you just wait and try to react, if you are a split second late, this isn't gonna combo. Certain characters are just better at tagging into Ghost Oki than other characters. Here's another great example of a character, Android 17. If I get a 2H and super dash, how can I go into Ghost Oki afterwards? If you said light Rekka, you're wrong, because that doesn't combo. If you said medium Rekka, you're wrong, because that doesn't combo. And if you said EX, well that does combo, but since you used your smash, you can't go into Ghost Oki anymore. If you're wondering, 17 actually can in this situation, but the only way is to have this Power Blitz charged up. If that's the case, you can very precisely, and I mean very precisely, tag into Gotenks. But you are using a resource, and other characters can just do that all the time. 18's a little similar. You might do this, the 17 call, always when you get a 2H. And if that's the case, you actually can react to 17 hitting and get a slight combo to tag into Gotenks. But again, let's say you use like Barrier or something, and then 2H them. Now there is no way to tag into Ghost Oki. Certain characters are just better at tagging into Ghost Oki than other characters. You thought those were bad? No, it gets so much worse. Dude, look at Broly. If I get a super dash, what do? There's literally nothing I can do. I have no 2H options. Most of the time this hit is not gonna work. Unless I am super close to the corner. I was not close enough. This uses my smash property. What do? And even if I get a hit with Broly, what do? I can go instantly into my ball That gives me Ghost Oki, but that's all. Even if I do something like 2H, what do I do now? There's no way for me to hit them down in front of me. The only thing that I could do would be side switch with my command grab. And if that's the case, I'm taking them out of the corner. Now, do you guys want to see a character that's amazing at comboing into Ghost Oki? Dude, Teen Gohan is the best. With this, legs, not only can you get Ghost Oki from literally anywhere on the screen, I am the perfect distance here to get Ghost Oki. Not only does he have options of side switching off of his auto combo, which is also your mix tool, so even if that hits, you get to go into Ghost Oki. Not only does he have ways of doing a full-ass combo and then tagging into Gotenks afterwards to get Ghost Oki while doing a grip of damage, but he has something else unique that I've only been able to find with him. Maybe it exists in another character, but I haven't found anything yet. So Teen Gohan also has this move. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but he has it, right? This move is interesting because it both allows you to take your opponent out of the corner and control exactly where you put them, depending on which versions you choose. You can do medium, 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 and then you send them there. You can do medium, light, 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 and they're gonna be a little bit higher and go the opposite direction. Now you might also know, this move, on its own, literally almost builds a whole fucking bar. Like look, I have no meter. I do this move, 3/4 of a bar from one move. One move. And Teen Gohan has this, an amazing tool that means you can tag in and Dragon Rush afterwards. What this means is you can drag your opponent out of the corner and set up the perfect positioning for Ghost Oki. Meaning, even off situations where you would not normally get Ghost Oki, you can get Ghost Oki. With most characters, if you use your smash, you have to tag into Gotenks like then. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get Ghost Oki, because if you land, then you've lost the proper smash property. But with Teen Gohan, you can do your whole entire combo and still go into Ghost Oki afterwards. Which is insane. Like, that's not normal. Usually, you have to limit your resources so much. Okay, I got my first smash property. I cannot touch the ground. I have to go into Gotenks. I cannot use my other smash, and I cannot use my double jump. Teen Gohan circumvents everything by having this. And you might think this is just with an assist. No, it's not. Let's say I'm Teen Gohan in the corner. Normally, you might think the only thing that I can do is something like this. Tag into Gotenks like that. But that's not true at all. I can do my entire combo and end by going into Ghost Oki. That shit did not cost any meter. Certain characters are just better at going into Ghost Oki than other characters. But how can you tell? Like, how do you know if your character is good or bad at going into Ghost Oki? Well, if you play with them and you just don't get to tag into Ghost Oki often, then you might be able to tell. But I'm just gonna tell you guys what you need to look for. If you take a character and you look at the most normal way to combo into Ghost Oki, most of the cast is gonna try to do something like this. You hit someone up, you do a special move, and then you combo into Gotenks. Now here's one of the main problems a lot of characters have. This 2H that sends vertical, if you have that, you are not going to be able to combo into Ghost Oki the same, because that's not going to let you smash someone to the ground. So a character like Cell is going to have to either 2H and combo into Ghost Oki like that, or if you're near the corner, since Cell has this cool perfect attack thing, you can do something like this. So Cell has a problem with using his J2H to combo into Ghost Oki, but he has an interesting workaround in some situations with perfect attack, because it gives you your jump back. in a lot of situations, Cell can just make do with minimum damage in order to combo into Ghost Oki, but some characters don't have to make do with minimum damage. They can get their normal damage and still combo into Ghost Oki. Here's another problem some characters have. They literally don't have a special move in the air that they can tag off of. Trunks is a good example. In the air, he has this, the flip, and this, the sword slash, whatever. This you obviously can't use because it knocks the opponent down. This doesn't have a hitbox. While you can tag after the beam follow-up, you can't get that off unless you're in the corner. If you're in the corner, then it's no problem. You can use it and tag into Ghost Oki normal. Outside of the corner, there's nothing you can do. You have to sacrifice your damage in order to just do J2H and combo into Ghost Oki like that. Which you do have an option, but two things. One, most characters get more damage than that. And two, again, if you 2H and Super Dash, you have no way to combo into Ghost Oki now. Something similar with Master Roshi. Not only does he have the problem of his J2H being the horizontal launcher, but the only move that he can tag into Gotenks off of is not only a side switch, but it also moves the opponent barely anywhere. Which means in most cases, unless you're in the corner, you're not going to be able to get good Ghost Oki. Now, I just want to say, all this seems pretty specific, but if you just understand the mechanics of going in Ghost Oki, you can be pretty lenient with like making custom combos to go into it. You just do have to know what you're looking for. For example, Krillin. You might have seen some of Krillin's rejump combos, where he does shit like this. Now that, you cannot use to combo into Ghost Oki. But the concept of Krillin being able to loop people mid-screen is useful. And if you just take that into consideration, you can build your own combos to get more damage and still combo into Ghost Oki. Hey, look at that. I got around 5,000 points of damage and still comboed into Ghost Oki. That's really good. That's like half of your opponent's health bar. As long as you're willing to be creative, you can find good ways to combo into Ghost Oki. You just have to know what you're looking for. Okay, but this part of the video is for people that don't want to listen to things and just want me to tell you good characters for Gotenks. Here's some good characters for going into Ghost Oki. Teen Gohan is really good. Vegito is really good. Baby, Android 21, Beerus, basically anyone with a dive kick, because they always give you your double jump back. Even like S. Broly, his dive kick, ground slam thing gives you your double jump back. So you can use that too. Gogeta Blue, pretty much all the fusions are pretty good at it. Oh, Krillin, I think, is pretty good too. He can combo into it pretty well. And his Kamehameha can send pretty far. Yeah, Krillin's a good one. Like, there are the custom routes that you can learn to do the loops and still get Ghost Oki afterwards. So it's hard, but you can totally do it. And shitty characters are like Trunks, Hit, Android 17, Android 18. Roshi is pretty shitty. There's a lot of bad characters for this, I'm not gonna lie. Certain characters are better than others at going into Ghost Oki.